I know I say this every time, but this time it really feels like we have reached the peak of what Lord of the Mysteries can bring, because this volume, all the way from its beginnings, with him lampooning over the truth of the world, to the most jaw-dropping ending so far, has been a wild ride. I didn't think Lord of the Mysteries could get more fast-paced, tense and exciting than Volume 3, but of course, knowing this series, it always proves me wrong. As always, there will be spoilers for the entirety of Volume 5. I've been enjoying making this series of reviewing every Lord of the Mysteries volume a lot, because I just get to yap and vent about how incredible all the moments in this series really are, because I don't really see too much content about it on YouTube. So subscribe if you want to see more of this. Anyhow, surprisingly we start the volume with Climb being severely depressed, which is not something I thought I'd ever see in the series. But what absolutely shocked me with the Cocoon reveal though, was not that there is a third reincarnate, but because the implications that were later confirmed that Earth was the zero of Epic, honestly, was freaking incredible writing from the author. I've never seen an isekai plot as well explained or made as Lord of the Mysteries. Like, I love this conclusion about what the secret of reincarnation is. And finally, Leonard and Xio joined the Tarot Club. This literally makes me so happy. I've been so starved for new Tarot Club members joining, like, this is truly a blessing from the fool. What can I say? I wish Klein had talked to Araderis more though. Like, he has a literally ChatGPT just laying around in the grey fog and barely uses it. What a waste! Like, it doesn't take that long to charge up the aura of the grey fog for the device he uses in Araderis. I'm just saying, if I was Klein, I'd be working this mirror like a slave. And we got more Amon content too. I'm always happy to see it. Is what I would have said if Amon wasn't so fucking terrifying. Like, even when Klein first saw him and he stole the identity of the rat demigod, he didn't just sense Klein, he knew his sequence and that he's the Evernight Blessed. Like, literally how? And this dude just traumatized a little girl for absolutely no reason. Like, imagine you're just chilling and one day your whole family just gets parasitized for no reason. Just lovely. And to pair with that, he just knows too much about Klein already. I'm literally so worried that he's gonna find out that Klein is the fool. And Klein literally needed the help of the Snake of Mercury's strongest ability to escape, which is crazy. And of course, the final scene of the volume, which I'll talk about later, solidified how absolutely terrifying he is. But despite how terrifying he is, he's kinda funny sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Like when dude just called Palace techniques outdated when they were fighting. But what I love most about this series though, are the little moments in which a little of Klein's kind-hearted personality shines through, like I talked about in the previous videos, like when Miss Justice noticed a change in Klein's expression after visiting Melissa. And of course the action in this volume was also like unmatched. I absolutely loved the fight against Kilgore. It was one of the first times we've seen a demigod level fight, and Klein finding different ways to play mind games during fights might be one of my favorite things in the series. But it's crazy how during the assassination of Konas Kilgore, the Angel of Concealment helped Klein. Like, I get he's the goddess's blessed, but isn't that a little too extreme to send one of her main angels to help him? Also, that scene with the second creator saying, "Let there be light," and it just happened, was so peak. I'm starting to suspect he's the third reincarnator, because if this isn't a Bible reference, then I don't know what is. Or he might just be that cool. But when he said mysteries at the end with the grey fog literally burning after hearing it, that just reminds me that there might be someone called Lord of the Mysteries. And since my guess about it being the sequence 0 of the Seer pathway in Volume 3 was wrong, I suspect it's either the original creator or some ancient deity that existed back then and was just more OP than the ancient sun god. Honestly, I have no clue, so it's all just speculation. On a side note, I swear, there's just so many good scenes in this volume that it's difficult to talk about them all, which I feel like will be a trend in later volumes, especially in the next one, Lightseeker. I might forget some of them, so if you have any other scenes that you really liked about this volume, leave them in the comments below. Anyhow, back to the video. It's kind of crazy to me how easily he got the Scholar of Your Potion formula. Like, he went through hell and back for the Bizarro Sorcerer one, and if Klein can get all the future formulas through praying to the Evernight Goddess, it would be a shame in my opinion. Because I always enjoyed Klein struggling to advance as fast as possible, doing the most crazy things no other Beyonder could even dream of doing. But one of my favorite mini arcs in the series was the one in which Klein, Audrey and Leonard entered Grozel's travels. Also in my head, that first scene of them entering Snowman's Dream and seeing all of the Kings of Angels was just so majestic. And then the Hall of Truth was also so fun to read. It feels like those three got a lot closer to it, since each one of them wears a very thick mask, this being the only opportunity they have to catch a glimpse of what's behind them. Also, I ship Klein and Audrey so much, like they were literally lazing each other in there, it was funny as hell to me. At the end of this arc, there was this small moment that I liked, where Audrey realized that Klein saw all of them in Grozel's travels die. Also, very unexpectedly, we see forced aura farming when Klein dropped her off at this pirate-infested place. Honestly, I like her a lot more now. I always thought she was kind of uninteresting before, because of her only character trait being the fact that she's scared of German Sparrow. I honestly welcome this bigger focus on Force and also her connection to the Abraham family deepening a lot, but I really wish we got to see more focus on CO2. She just kinda feels like underdeveloped in comparison with the others, with her only character trait so far being wanting to get revenge on George III. The tarot gatherings were also kind of interesting. The fact that we got this many diary pages through the Hermit makes me think that we won't get any more from this point on, because it feels like Klein is going to visit Roselle's last mausoleum soon. It's just a feeling. Now, the Giant King's Court exploration was so cool though. I did not expect it to be this dangerous. It kind of gave me a Shadow Slave vibe, considering how it felt like everything was out to get Colin and the gang. And on my life, Klein and the True Creator watching him like a livestream was so goddamn funny to me. I felt like the True Creator would probably sense Klein too and be like, not this guy again. And when they found the sea, it reminded me a lot of that one scene in Attack on Titan. It was a really bittersweet moment in my opinion, of which we don't get a lot of in Loyal to Mysteries. And the reveals with Sephria Castle were incredibly interesting, as we finally know the origins of the Grey Fog. That was probably one of the biggest mysteries in the entire series, and oh my god, the Sequence 3 Ascension was so much cooler and more cold than the Sequence 4 Ascension. And if I pictured that correctly, he literally summoned a piece of the Grey Fog into the sky as he was ascending to Sequence 3 and going to the historical void. The way it alerted every single powerhouse that Sephria Castle had appeared was so cold. His Sequence 3 abilities are of course incredibly broken again, like being able to summon anything from the historical void is so broken and versatile. This was by far the coolest moment in the whole series so far. I'm a little confused on what the Sephiroth is though, so if you have any spoiler-free explanation, leave it in the comments below. I might just have reading comprehension issues, I have no clue. And now let's get to the final fight. This was the coolest fight in the whole series. The fight was so fucking cool. The stakes were impossibly high, as Roselle's life was on the line, and you know, when I saw what happened back in the end of Volume 3, I thought that was difficult for Klein to escape, but now he fought Zaratul, Hermes and the gang, and still survived despite it all, which was probably Adam's tomfoolery. The whole fight just felt like a fever dream, honestly. I never expected we got to see the GOAT Hermes so early. I also love how we saw the true body of Zaratul a lot earlier in the series than I thought we would. The way he escaped into Grozel's travels with Adam waiting there though gave me chills. Like, this man planned everything, including the ritual failing and Klein going back to Livisid. The way all of his quotes are like that of a narrator are just such a nice touch to his character. His aura is just not getting lower in the slightest. Like, I swear, it's not Cuddlefish that's the author of the series, it's Adam at this point. Like, the powers of a spectator are just too overpowered. Trissy's sacrifice at the end was kind of cool, I guess. I never liked Trissy as a character though, so it didn't really resonate with me. It's cool that she helped the MC though. I mean, we really couldn't have done it without her. And then Amon showing up at the end was the biggest plot twist ever. Like, give him a break, man. He has gone through so much that day already. I'm kind of worried that Amon will learn of his identity as the Fool, considering Klein starting the ritual before Amon confronting him. Honestly, this plot twist at the end makes me just want to keep reading so bad that I probably will start right after recording this. And the title of the volume, Red Priest, obviously symbolizes the start of the world war that will sweep the world. I'm not too worried about the war overall though, because my boy Klein is insanely powerful right now and has a ginormous amount of tools in his arsenal. So I think he will be fine as long as he somehow finds a way to escape Amon's influence, which I'm sure he will in a swift way as he always does. Like, I get that Amon is the angel of deceit and all, but he forgot that Klein is the main character, so I have no doubt in my mind he will escape. Anyways, that's about it. It's been a heck of a volume, and I saw a lot of people say that the next volume, Lightseeker, is their favorite one, so I have extremely high expectations of it, and I'm really excited to continue reading.